My name's Rachael. Rachael Dadd is my name and my music name that I've been making music under for many years. I started out and still am a singer-songwriter. I write songs and I record them with my band, and I've toured a lot, not just in the UK but in Japan a lot, where I spent about a decade. And I'm a mother. I have 2 sons who are half Japanese, and in more recent years I've shifted my work so that it's more compatible with motherhood, touring and recording. That used to be the focus, and now I've shifted it to leading groups and choirs. It's been a big change, and it's been very enriching for my own sense of well-being and sense of belonging in the city that I live in. Grove is one of the satellite shows that's happening in St George, and as in the area of Bristol. I get a bit confused with St George, the area of Bristol. Which is where I run most of my groups, and I'm involved with various projects over that side of town. It's an event that I've been thinking about for about 2 years. It's an event where the values of the event are very much about inclusivity and celebrating diversity and creating community, sort of cultivating new friendships. In my experience of leading all of these different groups and being involved with the Dovetail Refugee Orchestra, the Beehive Singing Circle, the Bring Your Own Baby Choir, the Mothers in Music Improv Collective. Across all of these groups, my own personal experience is that I feel a sense of belonging. It's made so possible because of music. Because music is so connecting, and music is like glue, and everybody's in it, experiencing it in the moment collectively, and there's something really magic about that. And especially repeating these groups every week. So the event Grove is built on all of these values. I want to create this experience for everybody to be able to come and join in. So there'll be audience participation at the event, as well as getting to enjoy all the music of all of these groups I've just been talking about. There'll be collaboration, so there's songs that I'm doing with all of the different groups, and then there's the seed planting, so that we can together cultivate a community garden. And the Grove events are a series, and so the next one will probably be in May. They'll be seasonal. So we'll also be able to, through the event and coming together at that time of the year, be able to mark the season and play music and sing songs that are kind of related to the season, as well as do the garden, planting the seeds and then putting them in the ground and then cultivating the garden. As it grows, what I'm really hoping is that a community will grow around this event, and that new friendships will be cultivated, and it's a chance to meet people that you might not normally meet. There are so many people who are music lovers, and there are also so many people who are music creators like myself, who for many different reasons find it really difficult to get out at night time as a single parent, and also a really busy single parent who works by day. For me to do it, I have to pay for a babysitter, and I have to stay up way later than I'd normally stay up, so that I get really kind of tired the next day, and then it's really hard to work the next day and do everything I need to do the rest of the week. It can really derail me. Going from late nights to then being back parenting and working by day was so incompatible for me and so unsustainable. So that's just on a personal level, that's why the daytime events are really supportive for me, and I feel like inclusive. Come. There's so many other reasons why people struggle to get out at night, and it's a really good opportunity to bring so many different people together. So our elders, who might not want to be going out at night time, and the young, like the young and the old, coming together to experience music, which when I lived in Japan, that was quite commonplace because there's lots of music events happening daily. It's just not so much in the fabric of our culture. It's not really in the music industry. It's in like the theatre world, but it's not yet so much in the fabric of the music industry. So I think it's like a really great progressive step towards inclusivity and making the most of our music venues that are struggling financially, and just bringing the community together. In the experience that we've already gained from putting on a couple of nighttime music gigs, the kids are very much involved. They're not running around and being too noisy, and it seems to be working really, really well. So gig lovers who aren't coming with their kids, gig lovers who would also sometimes go out in the evening, are finding that they come to the nighttime gigs and they can still really enjoy the music. For parents who want to come with their children, they can expect to be really, really welcomed, and they can expect for their, the children are really welcomed. And if the children want to walk around and move around to a certain extent, then they can. There's, it's a very, we're trying to cultivate something that's really inclusive, where everyone who comes can feel really welcome, can relax with their children being there, and can really engage with the music. As quite a shy person, and at times a socially awkward person, I've just found music to be absolutely key to my own personal well-being. Nearly all of my closest friends, possibly all of my closest friends, I've made through playing music with, because there's something that happens in the moment when you're playing music together. There's something that it sort of does physiologically to your nervous system, I think. When you're with a group, when I'm leading up one of my choirs, for example, or if I'm at the Dovetail Refugee Orchestra and we're all playing a song together, every single person has a purpose. Every single person is contributing to the whole, and then you're just sort of bathed in the music that you're collectively making, and it brings everybody into the moment. I can very much spend a lot of time worrying about the past and the future. It's not, it's hard to be in that state, but when I'm playing music, I'm in the moment. Even when I'm just on my own and I'm playing music, I'm in the moment and I'm feeling connected to something that's greater than myself. But then when you do that with a group, people might arrive nervous because, for example, I've set up the Mothers in Music improv collective, which is called MILK. And I think a lot of people felt really tentative, especially mothers in music. You have a break from pursuing music often because all of your focus is on your baby. And after a break away from music, your confidence levels drop. And so for people coming to MILK, it took a lot of courage, I think, for a lot of them to step into that space, especially improvising, which was something that a lot of them had never done before. And now that group has been running for over 6 months, and the well-being that everybody gets from the experience of coming to that group is really, really amazing, because something happens when you are able to step into the moment and switch off your worrying mind and just sink into the joy. I feel as if it's the one thing in my life that cultivates the most joy. And also it's a commonality. My experiences now of being a member of Dovetail Refugee Orchestra. So there's refugees from 15 different countries, and we all share music in common. We all share the joy of music in common. And so I think it's this really innate beautiful thing that all human beings share. And I think that's really worth celebrating.